KK Barrow, who is seeking a re-election and a majority leader, how Herculean a task is it for you to unseat him?
To unseat anybody, I think people have to listen to people that want to be part of them, that want to give them life back again, that want to make sure that their families are again fed properly. I don't know that KK Barrow, just as I said, I had been out of this country for almost 32 years. I came back 2017, so I cannot individualize anybody, say this is what I know of this guy or that guy, or this is the way they are running the administrations. I cannot know of all those people, but all I know is I want to be a part of the system. I want to help regain, and fix back everything that we have lost.
Do you think that over the past 5 years, KK Barrow has delivered on expectations?
Well, I think you should ask the people who are working with KK Barrow, or whom at least he had been leading. I don't know him at all personally. I don't know what he has done or what he has achieved. I actually don't know of all those things. But I think people have already experienced him, and they would have to know whether we want to have him again or not, or to kick him out.
But don't you think you have to know it?
I can only listen to people. Look, I cannot go against people I don't know personally. Now, this is what I'm saying. I am, of course, hearing from sources that he is that or he is that, but this is something that I have to reveal here. So I just want to stand as a candidate. I want to contest as a candidate, and I want to make sure, and if given this possibility or chance, then to...
If you are contesting against him, if you want to wrestle that seat from him, probably you must have felt that he has not delivered for his people, for the people of Kombosa. That's why you want to be there to better what he has done, or to, obviously, to better what he has done.
Well, I think everybody knows where Tanje lies. And I can talk of back in the early 90s, or early 90s, or even late 90s, when you come to Tanje, when you are just coming to find fish or to look for fish. I know how much this was, how many we were getting, the yield of fish that was coming out of the sea. And today, when you look at it, it is just too sad that even those in Tanje who could have at least supplied the whole country with fish, where we could have got a lot of our resources or our monies, and to spend again on the people, it's all gone away. I don't know what KK Barrow is doing. I don't know what his government is doing. You cannot blame him alone, because he is not alone there. So you cannot say it's just only one individual. I think the whole institution that is running is at fault.
Finally, are you confident of winning?
I would not have contested. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, that's fine. Welcome, sit down. Let's have silent prayer.
Good afternoon, or still good morning. You're welcome. Can we have your papers, please?
No, give me.
Let's see your national document, please. Either ID card, passport, voter's card, any. Nomination field form. Yeah. Cash deposit.
Cash deposit. Cash deposit.
Okay. No. Nominees.
Nominees. Let me hear.
Assets declaration.
Yes.
Income tax clearance. Are you currently working? You have leave of absence? Code of ethics.
I'm sure you must have recognized this document. It was part of your copy. It's a rules and set of rules and regulations regarding the campaign. So we want you to sign right when you sign for us and the date.
Party sponsorship.
They're in order. It's fine.
Campaign itinerary.
It's here. It's not completely filled, but notwithstanding, I think they can
Okay. Now for this one, you've submitting it, but then we need you to take it back. And in the last column, you indicate exactly what you're going to do in those areas. If you're going to Sangajor, exactly what you're doing there. Is it a meeting, a rally, lunch, dinner, night stop, whatever you're doing there? Okay? So you'll need to, but then we need to get that back latest the 13th. Yeah, because the 14th you need to come back with your campaign manager also, so that we'll put all these itineraries together. Okay?
on the 14th, and that will be Monday. Huh?
You please sign these two for me. Chairman.
Well, Yasin, welcome. What I can tell you about the IEC conducting elections is among the freest, most accurate throughout the whole world. Because election starts with voting, and to vote, you have to have the voter's card. And for us to receive voter's card, we invite you to select agents to come and witness every aspect of the card. And you go to where your people are, give you the card free of charge on the spot. And after that, the list of all those who are issued with cards are pasted there. And then your party will be given a list of all the registered people in the whole country. If there's any complaint, we appoint revising courts, magistrates, to answer any query or objection that one observes. And come election day, we ask you to send an agent, actually two, because they start early morning. We got to over there before 7 until at night. We only have to only one at the season at a time. So that before they start, they open the ballot drums and make sure they are empty. They are then sealed, and your agent will take the seal number. At the election, they are brought out again, and to confirm that the seals have not been broken. And they are then broken and counted on the spot. And your agents will then send you the result of that polling station. I see proper, which is about 70 people. Commission members, the drivers, gardeners, engineers, executive, you name it. We are only 70. So we employ over 6,000 people to conduct the elections. And it's going to happen. And be rest assured that it's transparent like a mantra. Fair play, integrity, and transparency. Any complaint you agents have, let us know. But they don't come to keep quiet until days later we are A, B, and C. No. That's why we ask you to make sure that during the elections, your agents are there to witness every aspect of the process. On that note, I wish you all the best and good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Normally when the Chairman speaks, nobody else speaks. But on this occasion, I'll break protocol. I just want Sam to make a general comment.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you very much, Returning Officer for West Coast Region, Mr. Anthony Robert Sek, Regional Electoral Officers and Assistant. For me, I want to thank all the candidates nominating to participate in this coming fourth National Assembly elections to be held on the 9th of April 2022. We thank you for the trust, for the confidence you have in the IEC to come forward to contest. We are thanking all the candidates. Having said that, we can assure you as a commission that we will conduct the freest, most transparent and the fairest election has ever been in this country. On that note, we also implore you, we entreat you to be law-abiding, to be very peaceful. If you have any issue against anybody in this process, don't take it upon yourself. Come back to the IEC and report, because a tick for tack is not the best way of settling things. There are laws guiding every one of us at any point in time in this country. Being in election, being in campaign does not mean the law. There is no law. Please, let's take note of that. And we are going to campaign within your constituencies. Some of the constituencies are very small. This is why you have to always restrain. You have to always be calm. You have to always be patient and tolerant. Remember, this election will come and pass on the 9th. But Gambian people will stay. So that being the case, we must be very peaceful. Because at the end of the day, we are all one family. We have one objective, one aim, that's Gambia. And Gambia is bigger than all of us. On that note, I wish every nominating candidate a very good success. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. Okay. We are pleased to say we've looked at all the documents that you've submitted, and in accordance with the provisions of the law, you fulfill the requirements. But it's a process, and that means we cannot give you acceptance now. After your nominees have been reviewed and there is no objection against you, like I told all the other candidates, as soon as you're ready, we're putting your papers on the table. Anybody can walk in. A Gambian can walk in and request to look at your papers. And if they have anything to object, then we will notify you. And you will have to come back and answer to whatever queries there are, okay? So it's a process. So we're issuing you with a receipt for the 5,000 deposit that you gave. That's your receipt. Keep it properly. You will not be refunded if you don't come with this receipt. Let that be clear. We need this back in the files. Or, like I said, we issued with a receipt of nomination documents, not an acceptance as of now. The final document is a checklist, okay? This is your reference and this is our reference. To say you handed over these documents that are required, and we are saying we accept, we received them. In the event we need to reference, that's our document. So keep this properly as well, okay?
Just to add it to what he is saying, I think the CEO has made mention of it. He's imploring for everyone, one of you to maintain peace. And that peace cannot be maintained without the campaign. If you have a peaceful campaign, of course you should have a peaceful election. Therefore, these are rules and regulations guiding the campaign period. You had your copy, we had our copy. If there is name and signature on it, we implore for you to please talk to your guys to be law abiding. To make sure they put these regulations on the control. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Now you have the media now. They're all yours.
Hey, sorry there. Huh? Waaw baax na ni bit caméra yi dañu bari fu ñu def na kay sorry.
Wouldn't mind, you can take your mask. I hope you are safe. Huh?
Yeah, no problem.
Just get it so that we can see.
So we can get it clear. If you're set, we can go in. Yeah. Okay. Musa Inyasi, you submitted your nomination papers to contest for the Fonyi Councillor constituency. Tell us if all your papers are intact.
Yeah, my papers are all intact. Yeah.
Why do you want to contest this constituency?
Yeah, I want to contest because I've seen that the Gambia is sinking. Our education sector is not functioning. The health sector is not functioning. The agricultural sector is not functioning, and we need to address that at the parliament. So that is why I am contesting. And there are so many scams happening in Fonyi that I also want to address. We also want to empower youth and women in the parliament. If you look at the women, the situation in the Gambia here, they are suffering. That is why I want to come in to at least represent them fully at the National Assembly.
If you contest and happen to win, you go into the National Assembly, what are some of those policies that you would be advocating for, or some of the bills that you would be supporting to make sure that some of the points that you've mentioned, that they are changed for the betterment of people of your constituency and Gambia in general?
Yeah, I think what you do, quarterly you have to meet your people, talk to them, raise their concerns, and then you forward their concerns to the National Assembly as well. Yeah.
You said there are scams in Fonyi.
Yeah.
Can you tell us the scams and how do you intend to solve these scams and in the parliament if elected?
Yeah, that is a collective responsibility because the people have to be involved And then I will also go to the parliament, engage my fellow parliamentarians, talk to them so that we can address the issues amicably.
What are these big skirmishes you said?
That is the problems between the rebel forces, the Senegalese forces, and the Foji Councillor forces, people as well.
What is your position on that?
My position on that is to engage both parties, talk to them so that we can all come together as Gambia and then pave a way forward for a better Gambia.
Okay. You contesting for the Fonyi Councillor seat, where already we had 2 nominations.
Exactly.
Earlier, the incumbent Honorable Musa Amun Nyasi and Abdoulaye Bojang, independent candidate.
Okay.
Your name is Musa Nyasi.
Exactly.
I am curious, and I believe viewers out there will be also curious
Yeah.
to know what is the idea and if any way you are related to Honorable Amun Nyasi.
Yeah, Honorable Amun Nyasi is my uncle. We are from the same family. But politics is not about family. It's about intention and the will to develop your constituency.
So you are going to wrestle with your uncle?
Exactly.
And you're going to beat your uncle?
Inshallah.
You are so brave.
What are some of the previous experiences to qualify with the question?
Yeah, I've been a board chairman for 3 years, Dindin Bantaba Federation. I've been a youth chairperson of Sangajor Youth Development Association, of which I brought a lot of developments to our community, ranging from market projects, sponsoring students to go to the Gambia College to pursue their courses, and also settles, putting up links with other philanthropists to bring in medicines. We give it to Suleiman Junkun General Hospital, known as Biam General Hospital, so that we can also help the poor, inshallah.
And do you think you would win?
Inshallah, I'm very much optimistic that I will win.
Very confident.
Very confident.
No doubt.
No doubt, 100%.
100%.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good luck, good luck. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Sorry. Huh? For the sanitizer. Sir.
Sabuya, come in. Sit down here. Sit here. Yes. Afternoon. Afternoon. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Can we have silence prayer? Let's pray, please.
You're most welcome.
Thank you.
Can we have your papers, please? Just hand over all to me. You have any form of identification, national document?
My voter card is inside. No, sir.
Give me. Sign nomination form.
Sorry, Mr. Boya.
Mr. Boya.
Yes. Take this. It's fine.
Cash deposit, please.
Cash deposit.
Okay. Nominees.
Nominees is here.
Assets declaration.
It's here. It's in order.
Signed here.
Yes, sir.
Income tax clearance.
Income tax clearance here.
Are you currently working?
Not for the central government.
Okay, you're working privately. Huh? You're working privately. code of ethics.
Saboyang, I'm sure you must have known this document. It is part of your files. It is the Code of Campaign rules and regulations regarding the campaign. So we want you to sign, write your name, you sign for us, and you did it. Sorry, pen, yes, your pen. It's Lamin KB Bojang. Lamin KB Bojang.
Sponsorship.
Sponsorship. What is sponsorship? Yeah.
Please submit the itinerary.
I do not yet. Yes, thank you.
You have your campaign itinerary.
We are working
You're working on it. Please let's have it. Let's have it on or before the 13th.
the 13th.
Yes.
On or before the 13th.
Yeah, latest the 13th. Because on the 14th you'll need to come back if you're successful. You need to come back with your campaign manager also to sit with every other candidate that's in that constituency, so that we'll reconcile the itinerary. Okay, so that there wouldn't be any clash anywhere. Yes, that's on the 14th. Yeah. Now, so you need to get us that so that we start working on it before you come. Okay.
Noted.
Can you please sign this too for me? The bottom right.
I know that. They're fine.
Mr. Bojang, we've checked through the documents that you've submitted, and we are pleased to inform you that you've fulfilled all the requirements except one. That is the one that still needs to be verified. Okay? No, not the campaign itinerary. The nominees, they need to be verified. You've submitted. We need to verify to make sure that you have 300 valid voters' cards on it. Once that is completed, we'll go ahead and issue it an acceptance of your nomination. Sorry. As soon as we're ready with you, your documents will be placed out on the table for anybody to come and look at, and if they have anything to object, we will notify you. If there is an objection against you, we will notify you. If there is none by the end of today, then, and we've checked all your nominees and they're all correct, latest by tomorrow we should be able to give you your acceptance. Okay? We're giving you 3 documents. One is the receipt for the money that you've deposited. Keep it, because that's your ticket to get your money back. So keep it properly. The second one is a receipt of your nomination documents. The third one is a checklist. We don't want at the end of the day somebody saying they gave us 5,000 when they did not. This is to say this is what you handed over, and we marked it and signed that this is what we received. So it's a checklist for me, it's a checklist for you. Like right now, you've not given us a campaign itinerary yet. So by the 5th, 14th, if we have nothing, that means you're not going to start campaign when the others start. As simple as that. You will not start when the others start because you wouldn't have submitted us any document. Okay?
Mr. Boya, just add to what he is saying. I know you must have went through all these things and you've understood what they mean. They are the rules and regulations guiding the campaign. So we are imploring on you all to make sure you stick to these rules and regulations. Because without it, there could be violence. And if there is violence, you are committed because you've already signed the document for us. So make sure you advise your guys to stick to the regulations, please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
You now have the press waiting for you.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Can you go? Good afternoon. Introduce yourself to the media.
I am Lamin KB Bojang, aspiring candidate for Brikama North.
Have you successfully submitted all your papers intact?
Yes, I have successfully submitted and the IEC have accepted my papers and pending one that is the campaign itinerary, which will be brought in later for reconciliation with other parties. Pending that one, all other documents have been submitted and they have accepted it.
And why are you contesting?
So many factors. I don't think this is enough time for me to go through all that.
You can summarize.
Yes, there are contributing factors. Looking at Brikama North as a constituency, we have a lot to be desired, including our hospital, our market, our road connections. Everything is in poor condition, and we cannot continue to live like that for eternity. You know, we have to do something about it, and it's only in the Gambia where I hear National Assembly members facing their peoples and telling them, you know, our role is not to develop your area. People select you as their leader, they elect you as their leader, and you now come back and face them and tell them, my role is not to bring any development, go to the area councils. When you are part of the law-making body that makes the law to control those councils, and you are sitting down there facing your people and telling them that it is not my duty to develop. It's so disheartening, and this and other many factors, including the state of our hospital. It is now the hospital that has the reputation of being the worst healthcare giver in this country. Women are afraid to go there to give birth because they fear for their life if they go there. There is no modern health equipment at Brikama Hospital. If you look at our market, it's like a store because due to its tight nature. If you want to move inside this market at around 9 a.m., 10 a.m. in the morning, you have to use your sides to go because the women there suffer a lot. And in rainy season, it becomes a death trap.
Now, hence you said lawmakers, it's only in the Gambia that lawmakers would say that their role is not to bring development. You're talking about the Brikama Health Center, you're talking about the market, you're talking about the roads. If elected, would you build a new market? Would you build
I wouldn't build, I would do my utmost best. I will do my utmost best to make sure that, one, government fulfill their obligations as far as Brikama North is concerned. Two, there are so many philanthropist organizations around the globe that you can help bring projects for your people. We have seen in Brikama North, for instance, we have seen street lights everywhere, and there is no single dollar of the Gambia government in those street lights. No single contribution. We have seen mosques. We have even seen mortuaries in Newtown. You know, we had one Musa Jaune in Misira who brought electricity for everybody. He wasn't an elected leader. He was just a community leader and a development-oriented guy who helped his people to be enjoying electricity to this day, to this minute that I am talking here.
So in essence, you are telling us Alhaji Estabo, who is the serving MP, hasn't done enough or nothing for the people of his constituency?
Actually, I wouldn't want to dilate on that. I would want to say what I can do for my people and not what others have done or haven't done for their people.
Why wouldn't you shy away from talking about somebody you want to unseat?
I am not shying away from talking about him. My mission here is to tell my people what I can offer them. That is why I'm standing before you, and that is what I have done.
What the other one cannot offer them?
Well, to my own, how would I say it? To my own understanding, or to my own seeing, there is nothing absolutely that Brikama North can be proud of in the, during the previous 5 years. So for me, I am out to make sure that Brikama North and the taxpayers that live in Brikama North are proud of their own constituency, and they can have facilities that would enhance a better living for them. Thank you very much.
No, before you go, further questions. What is your position about Brikama Nyambai forest? Because we understand there are some threats facing that very important forest. What would be your position as a National Assemblyman if elected?
It's so disheartening, so devastating that the best place in Brikama that you can go and enjoy the site is the Nyambai forest, because everywhere is green during rainy season. That is the only place in Brikama where you can go and have some satisfaction regarding the environment. It's degrading, and it's in a condition that is quite undesirable. I will ensure that the environment minister and the forestry minister do something about it each time they face us at the National Assembly. And we, as community in Brikama, we will do our best to make sure we revive the forest.
How confident, finally, how confident are you representing Brikama North in the 6th legislative session?
You can see the people that surround me. Go outside and you will see what is happening down there. I am super confident that the victory come 9th of April is ours, inshallah.
Super confident.
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry, I have one.
How does it feel contesting against somebody that you know very well, that you've worked with for quite some time?
Yeah. Alhaji Estavo has been a very good friend of mine, but actually I am quite, I am in, not because of my friendship with Alhaji or I want to unseat him, actually, but the pride of the people of Brikama actually motivates me to get into the race. Yeah.
Please, I have one question.
Yeah, okay.
Which road will you first advocate to be constructed in Brikama when you happen to have
You cannot even have a priority, because people from Kasakunda heading to Brikama, you know, it's like a nightmare for them. Those that live in Galoya and Kubune heading to Brikama during rainy season, it's like a nightmare. People in Brikama Misira getting onto the highway is like a nightmare. When it rains at night, we hardly sleep because we all think first thing in the morning we have to go out, run after our daily businesses and all those things. But road connection is super bad. It's extremely bad in Brikama North. And actually, nothing is being done about it. I wouldn't know which one to prioritize, but actually the market is my priority. Expansion of the Brikama market is definitely my priority, and I will engage the relevant authorities, and we will go as far as Pluto to get whatever we can get to develop the Brikama market for the market women. Thank you.
Move later, see. No, I'm asking you. Yeah. For me, please satisfy the state.
Mike!
Good afternoon. You are welcome. Okay. Can I have your papers, please?
Let me have the file.
Did you bring along any form of identification?
Yes, I did.
National document? Okay, just one. Nomination form? Field? Cash deposit? 5,000. Nominees? Nominees, okay. Asset declaration. Income tax clearance.
Yes.
Simon, are you currently working? You have your leave of absence?
Yeah.
Code of ethics.
Yes. Mr. Gomez?
Yes.
I'm sure you must have seen this document in your package. It's the rules and regulations guiding the campaign itinerary. So we want you to write your name here. You date it and you sign it. That's a pen. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Party sponsorship.
Yes.
This all goes back into the file. That all goes back into the file. Yeah, that goes into the file. That's one of these. Yeah, okay. Okay, good afternoon again, Simon. We have looked at your documents, and unfortunately for the first time, what I didn't want to do throughout the process, by law, we cannot collect your peoples if one single legal document is missing or not improperly filled. Unfortunately, on your leave of absence, instead of 1 year leave of absence without pay, the document reads 6 months instead of 1 year. And therefore, we cannot accept the nominations. Unfortunately, we have to fill in a rejection form, but you have on the 12th and 13th to bring in any document that was missing, okay? So it's not ended, it's not the end. It's just that legally we cannot take it. You need to go prepare it and bring it to us, and then we file the documents in. That's why I've marked all the areas that you filled in, okay? So all you need to do is you go back, and then they'll give you 1 year leave of absence without pay instead of 6 months that's indicated in the letter. That's the only thing, okay? Once that is done, then you bring it back, and we fill the nominations and complete it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, this is not that the office will give me that. But the question is, there was not much guide as at how many days should we want to go for. Yeah, the office can give me that.
No. In all the documents that you provided, the checklist that you give it clearly indicates that if you are a public servant, you must ask for 1 year without pay. 1 year without pay. And that's what we've been doing with all the candidates.
Okay.
If you're in the disciplined forces, you need to resign completely. If you're in the public service, you need to get 1 year leave without pay. Okay. Now, because your school is under a board, the board hires and fires. That's why it's appropriate that you got your letter from the Catholic Secretariat. That's accepted. But it must be in accordance with the law, which says 1 year without pay.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you very much.
And how soon can I get that? Can I come back?
No, that's what he's saying.
There are 2 days set out on the itinerary. The last 2 days are set out for receiving any documents that are missing. It's already there in the itinerary. The last 2 days. 12, 13.
12 and 13.
Yeah, 12 and 13. Okay. Where's the money? No, I kept one. I kept one.
Oh, that's okay.
Yes. Okay. So we have to give you all of that back together with the money.
It's for you to go and correct.
So just correct it and bring it back. Okay. Once you bring it back, you're still within the requirement. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That's a rejection. Our copy.
That's a copy of
Our copy.
that's it.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Simon I. Gomez, an aspiring candidate for Fonyi Bintan Karane constituency on the GDC.
You've just submitted your papers. Have you submitted all the required papers?
Yeah, I did submit, but up to my expectation, I have a fault with the leave of absence from duty, which for certain I did apply for 6 months from March 1st to August 31st. But that is not the requirement according to the IEC regulation. The requirement should be 1 year. Yes, that's the only problem that I have for now.
Are you going to fix that?
I will really fix that. It is only on the mandate of the IEC that will delay it. If left to me alone, I can fix it tomorrow. Yeah.
Now tell us, why are you contesting
Yes, I have so many reasons for contesting. One is a desire. Two, I am a Gambian, and I feel I can also do the work as others, particularly for Njibinta and then the nation at large, possibly the globe. Yes, I feel I have the determination and objective for that. Not every day people are talking about one thing. There could be changes also. Yes, that's why I said to myself, why not I try? Everything is trial and error. Yes, those are some of the reasons why I really was inspired to come on board. I am a teacher by profession. I've been teaching from 2006 as a qualified teacher. Up to date, I am teaching. And I'm not, to your surprise of the many, I am teaching in French language. That's what I'm teaching. Currently posted at St. Charles Upper Basic, Fajikunda.
Now, if tried and successful, what is going to be your priority areas representing the people of Foley Pintan in the National Assembly?
I will convey their voice to the National Assembly, and whatever results I got from the National Assembly, I'll feed them. Not only that, I will also see how best the people can come together. Coming together is one. Two, there should be a development, which I believe is a priority. And above all, if there's a development, I feel how God people coming together, a development, there will be progress, which I am particularly concerned about.
You said you're a teacher by profession. You've resigned from that position, leaving hundreds or tens of students behind. How does that feel as a teacher, knowing that probably there are some students out there whose French teacher is not in class, is not the other teacher?
I know. Whatever action man does, there's advantage and disadvantage, whether you like it or not. So to what I am intending to go in for could be an additional advantage, not only for the student in the class, but for a nation as a globe. It's a good thing that you educate, and the person you educate also educates. Learning is a process. It's every day. Day by day we're learning. And going by what you have just said, or the question you asked, it could be, yes, a loss for the side of the education system. It could also be a gain for the side of the nation.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Gomez. Or Mousse.
So you should call me that.
All right.
And if you call me Mousse, you should speak to me in French.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Did you know the main function of the National Assembly?
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell people.
The National Assembly is there to make law for the nation. And this National Assembly is constituted of people from different constituencies, representing their own individual people at the geographical boundary. That's the constituency. Yes. They are making the law for the nation to work on. Any society that has no law, even at the family house, the head of the family is bound to have a law that will guide the family members. And, of course, the same thing can be applicable for any group of people, regardless of the number, talk less of a nation.
Finally, how confident are you?
I'm very confident. In a struggle, you don't even say, okay, I will lose. You always say, I will win. And I'm very confident that I'm going to win. The only, I will not call it a disappointment. It's not yet a disappointment, because I still have a room to come back and submit what is missing of my document. Yes, having done that, I have much confidence that it's not good to give yourself 100%, but a reasonable percentage that I will win. Yes.
Thank you.
A pleasure. You're all welcome.
Good afternoon. You are welcome. Let's have silence prayer before we start the process.
afternoon and welcome. Can I have your papers, please?
Okay. Nominees? Okay.
Any form of identification, ID card, passport, driver's license. You did not.
Yeah. You don't come with any document. Interesting. No ID, no passport, no voting card. Well,
And we have the passport size photocopy.
no, you don't understand.
National document.
National document to prove his citizenship.
And where are you coming from? Huh?
All Yundum constituency.
All Yundum?
Yes.
What? From Yuna. Okay. Let's see, what's the next event? Yeah. Just hold on. When is the next candidate coming?
It's three.
Three. Okay. Yeah, you can comfortably go and bring it back. Yeah. Yeah, let me. Yeah.
Under 2, this one is not complete to the voting card number should be here. Are you a registered voter? Are you a registered voter? Your number should be here.
Is that the voting card or the ID card?
No, it's the voting card.
No. What is it? Is that the voter's card you have there?
This is the ID.
Yeah,
ID for this one. This is one each.
No, that's for the voting card.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the time?
22.
What's his name? Alajifal. This is what? No, that's. Yeah, but we need your voter's card number.
Why is your voting card? It's at home.
No.
Yeah, we need that number here because this column, this needs to be filled complete. But without this, the form could not be considered complete.
Yeah. Okay. So you can wait out, and then you go and collect it and come. And as soon as you come, we are here up till 4. We have only one more candidate at 3 o'clock. So if you're early before 3, we put you in. If not, we can take you even after that candidate. Okay?
Come quickly. Come.
The candidate in the middle and the two officers to the right. Where is he down? Where is he down? I don't know where he's down. So the rest will see down.
Let the candidate be in the middle and flanked by
One for the man listening.
and the rest can
I don't listen down.
silent prayer before we start the proceedings.
There is my pen. Good afternoon. Can I have your papers, please?
Start with this. Start with this. No, let me just sort them out.
Let me see your ID. Yeah, the passport is okay.
Give us the passport. And give us our brother's card. Some of the comments, one. Yeah.
Fill form.
Yes. One, you have your voting card number here. Can you fill this column, please? Last column. It needs to be filled. The whole number. The whole number of the voting card. The whole number.
The assets declaration is okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Income tax clearance.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is he working? What's your name?
Tumani Sambu. Tumani B Sambu.
Is it Sambu? Are you working?
No.
You're not working. Yes. Code of conduct.
I know you are okay with this document.
Yes,
It's the rules and regulations guiding the campaign. So we need your name, your signature, and you did the document. That is for us.
In the meantime, let me have the deposit, please.
This okay?
Yes.
This one is okay. Huh? It's fine. Do you have extra nominees form or this the whole lot? Where are they? Nobody should be. It should be part of this. It should be part of this. But I'm suspecting this is far less than 3 minutes. Can you call for them to bring this home?
Submit about 300, minimum 300 voters' names and cards and what. Unfortunately, it's incomplete. But we have provided 2 extra days for corrections. Okay? We've provided 2 extra days for corrections. Independent will be on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday is meant for corrections, for you to correct and bring back your papers. Okay? So you, at this point in time, I can only issue a rejection, which is what we have provided, which either accept or reject. So it's a rejection form, but you still have Saturday and Sunday to please come back and correct all your papers. Yeah? Okay? Because to advise you, it's even better to do it on Saturday. Because when it comes in on Saturday, we will check it. If there is anything missing, you will have only Sunday to correct it. If you come on Sunday, you wouldn't have any extra day. So that will be outright. You understand? So it's better to come on Saturday. Okay.
Can you give me time?
Anytime on Saturday. We are here from 8 o'clock.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you,
And I really hope my Jola son will come back.
Yeah.
Bainunga. Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay then. All the best. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Now, I've returned even the money, and so I've written here, refunded. So when you come with the corrected, we'll collect everything again. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All the best.
Okay. If in the event your guys are able to come here before 4, you can still come back. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All the best.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Can you tell us about yourself and your constituency?
I'm Tumani Bisambu from Foinjara constituency.
All right, Tumani, have you submitted all the required documents that you were supposed to submit?
No, I'm left with one. That is the number of voters registered in my constituency. I left with only a few. So probably before the end of the day, I'll come back to do the final submission. Yeah, because of I'm a politician, I serve the district as a ward councillor for 15 years, that is 3 consecutive terms. So that is why I know that I'm the right candidate. But for the requirement, why I didn't have it, because independent was scheduled on the 11th. But because of the number of independents we have, we were asked to come instead of on the 11th, to come on the 7th. So that is why I was able to get the number of voters that I needed.
All right. During your tenure as a councillor, what are some of the developments you have did?
Yeah, during my tenure, to start with, women garden, scholarship for students, road rehabilitation, provision of water for the villagers and the women in their garden, and other engagements that I did within the ward.
Can you tell us the number of the scholarships?
The number of scholarships, I don't have it in my mind.
Is it more than 3?
No, it's even more than 20, because every year you used to have number of scholarships from area council. That when I have it, I take it to my people at the ward committee, and we share among the villages. Every year when you have scholarship, you share among the villages. So that is for 3 consecutive terms. That's 15 years. At the minimum, we have 5 scholarships minimum every year. Yes.
You said you think you're a politician and you have served as a councillor for 3 consecutive terms, and you felt you need a step further to go into the assembly to represent your people. Do you know that these are 2 different responsibilities from a councillor to a National Assembly member? Do you know what you will be doing in the National Assembly for your people?
Yes, yes, because the first job of a National Assemblyman is to make law. And the second one is to look the needs of your people. And the needs may be varied. Every village have its own need, or every community have its own need. But as a former ward councillor, I know the needs of Foinjara, and I can name them one by one, just only a few of them. Road is a problem for Foinjara. Electricity is a problem for Foinjara. Water is a problem for Foinjara. And telecommunication, as well as electricity.
But you know, these things that you mentioned, water, road, electricity, it's not the responsibility of the National Assembly. Also, you cannot tell the people of you bring electricity for them or you bring water for them. Perhaps you might get boreholes also. You understand? But are you telling us that if you are elected to the National Assembly, you will be bringing these things for the people of Foinjara? And if yes, how?
I don't say I'm going to bring them, for example, from my own pocket. But as a National Assembly member, you need to advocate the needs of your people to various ministries and the donors. So I'm sure when I'm elected as a National Assembly member for Foinjara, I'll be able to lobby all these needs I told you through the various ministries and the other agencies as well.
understand a lot of candidates are vying for the Only General seat.
Yeah.
Already we have Suleiman, Honorable Suleiman Jame, who is a serving member there. We expect
Sankun Jame.
We understand other candidates, independent candidates as well will come in.
Yeah.
How confident are you to win the race?
Yes, I'm very much confident because as a ward councillor for 15 years, 33 consecutive terms, I know the people I'm dealing with, that is the constituency. So I know I have support in all these villages. And I'm 100% sure I have the majority come on the 9th of April.
But you are increasing the advanced effect of climate change.
Yeah.
Is environment protection going to be top of the agenda?
Thank you very much. My motto or my slogan, I have 3 or 7 points. One is infrastructure. 2 is agriculture and environment. And 3, health. 4, education. 5, women empowerment. 6, youth development. And 7, a consultative committee. Yes. So therefore, environment and climate change is among the priorities I have.
So, seeing that you are accompanied by all men and women, do you consider youth as well?
Yeah, that is why I say youth empowerment. That's youth development. Women empowerment and youth development. Yes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Still the same problem?
No, it's not a problem.
The voting card. Ask Mustafa to fix what with my eyes.
Where's the 5,000? Jailo ko charete do. You know me?
They nominate there, okay.
Declaration is okay.
Yeah.
Income tax clearance. Livable tax, not applicable.
No. Are you working, Mr. Farr? You are not working? Okay.
You already gave him a code of ethics.
Yes.
Huh?
I think
Did he give you a code of ethics to sign? Did you sign that already?
No. Yeah, this is the rules and regulations guiding the campaign. If you have a copy, that's your own. This one is going to sign for us, and this is going to be our own copy. So you write your name, you sign, and then you date it for us, please.
It's okay. The samples.
You have your sample of your photo and the symbol? Okay. No, this one should be of this size.
Yes, that size.
Yeah.
That size.
This can be used for your campaign.
Okay. You can, hello? Alaji. This you can use for your campaign, but this has to be the same size. Okay? It's not a requirement that you submit it today, it's just to show us a sample. Okay? So make sure once you go through, you get us the full, actual copies. And
I'll give you my WhatsApp. Maybe you can take a photo sample, you send it. I'll wait for you. Yeah, but the photo should not have
the same size with the logo. It should be the same size.
Vote for should be out completely. It's only another picture and your name here. Okay. Okay. 6495.
What's the
891. 91.
Good name.
For our journey. Journey. Exactly. Explain this thing.
No, sign this too for me, please. So, quick. I give you the sponsorship.
Yeah, the punishment.
Sponsorship.
Yes, it's here. So let me have it.
Okay, sign this too for me. The two. There's one on it. For this one, you filled it up.
Yes,
but then the only one.
Mustafa, he told me that even today it's not important to bring it.
Yes.
To sit with my committee and
Okay.
fix
Okay.
this.
Yeah, yeah. Do that again, and then get us the final copy.
Okay.
Also, this place is where you put the comments, so that we will know whether it's a meeting, a rally, or it's a night stop or whatever. So that's where you put that, and be very clear with the now. Okay. Yeah.
I was scheduled.
I'm seeing the highway. Avoid the highways as best as possible. The police normally tell us not to permit any meetings on the highway. So you avoid the highway. Yeah. You say Jabang Highway. Yeah. Tries to. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Alaji, finally.
Yes.
Lord me one, plain da moto.
No, just telling me we use the air. We use the air.
Okay. We've looked through the papers after a second bite, and we're satisfied that you fulfill the requirements. The first one was very important. We cannot nominate somebody who's not a Gambian. So we had to be sure that you're a Gambian.
Absolutely.
Okay? So we could have negotiated anything else if it's not law. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was no need for you to panic, because I told you always had time to correct it. Okay? Now, we will issue you with a receipt of for the money that you gave us. In the event you withdraw your candidature, we give you back your 5,000. In the event you contest and win, we give you back. In the event you contest and have a certain percentage that's required by law, we give you back. If not, we take it and say thank you to you. If you're coming back for it, you must come with this receipt. Okay? Keep it properly.
Keep it like a Bible.
Okay. Now, again, happily, I'm giving you a receipt of nomination, not a rejection. Okay? So you now have a receipt of nomination, meaning I've received your papers. I cannot yet give you an acceptance because your paper has to go through a process. Okay? Now, we will send it to the verifiers inside. They will verify your nominees. If everything is okay, then, and there is no objection against you, then we will, if there's an objection, we'll let you know. If there is no objection, then we will call you to come and collect your acceptance of your nomination, okay? The last one is the list showing exactly what you gave us. You have a copy, we have a copy. In the event, for whatever purpose, this is what we are going to reference. That you gave us this, and we accepted, we received this. I hope you understand. Okay?
And again,
Congratulations.
Just to add it to him, is what he has said. IEC, we are campaigning for peace. Therefore, these are ethics that you should abide by. You've signed yours, and you've signed for us too. And we make sure you adhere to this code of conduct during your campaign period. Because we want to have a peaceful campaign and, of course, a peaceful election. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Approve the prayers?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
You're set, huh? All right.
Yes, Mr. Paul.
Yeah.
You submitted your nomination papers.
Yeah.
For the second time. You have to come in for the second time.
So-
First, tell us what happened. Why were you turned away to go and come for the second time?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, first of all. I'm greeting everyone. I am very happy and honored to be here today. The reason why I went was that it's just a small issue that I just forgotten at home. But unfortunately, my mind crossed on that I have no option that to go to IEC, the regional office, that I should go to the Sambunyang Njai and tell him that what I have already covered here, or what I have seen here, or what I am facing here. So obviously, he told me that there's no problem, you can still have time. And then that's the time he just took his phone and then called this man gently, and obviously it makes successful. And I came back with a happiness.
Yeah, but you still haven't answered my question. What I was asking is, why were you turned away? Were there some missing documents?
Yes. Yeah, there was some missing documents. There was some.
Give me those specifications.
Good. There was some missing documents, like my voter's card was missing. Obviously, the time he told me that go and bring your documents, obviously I have 100% sure that I lost my voter's card. So that's give me the opportunity, the mindset that I have to go to direct to the headquarters to complain, to lodge the complaints there, so that they can help me with certain results or issues to comply. So
now for the second time, everything is intact?
Honestly, I am very happy. I can see that the IEC are very transparent, and definitely they are here for the Gambian people, and they are very, very nice people. It's sometimes difficult. It's difficult to face at the first time IEC, but if you have little time with them, obviously you will know that they are all Gambians, and then we love that. We know that Gambians are. We all know that Gambians, as we know, they are the smiling coast of Africa. The time I came back, honestly, I've seen smiling faces, and then I'm definitely appreciated.
Okay, now let's get into the real issues.
Yeah.
You're contesting for the National Assembly under the ticket of the GDC and Olyundum constituency. Why? Why do you want to contest?
I have so many reasons to contest. The reason why, number one, is that
I can see since 1965, the incumbents are using Gambians in terms of their own voters card. Like, for example, if I want to explain, we have seen our grandfathers, our parents are voting every 5 years. And at the same time, we have not seen any impact or outcome of their casting their votes. So it's time for us to, unite as we the youths to take back what we own. So if you can see all the parliament that are contesting this year, definitely 90% of them are youths. And I'm definitely appreciated that the Gambians youths are waking up, and then they are very, 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 thinking about the development of their country. So that gives me the privilege to stand and then contest under the ticket of GDC, because I know that GDC is the only party that can give solutions to the Gambian people. It's the only party that can solve the problems. It's the only party that honestly gives the solutions of individuals, communities, everybody. So I can see there is no reason or there is no doubt that I stood up and then contest for GDC. I'm very proud to contest under the ticket of GDC.
Okay, if you get to the National Assembly, that is suppose you are elected, what would you change? What would you add to change the life and the livelihoods of
well, definitely governance system, number one. Number two, we will definitely make sure that we will eradicate corruption in this. Good. We will definitely monitor. For example, how are we going to monitor? Because we, the GDC, says that when we be in power, we will set a committee, all our in our consequency level, whereby we will sit and then discuss the issues that are very relevant in our constituency, because we the MPs are playing a vital role in the whole Gambia. Because, for example, today I'm contesting under the ticket of Olyundum, but does not mean that I am only contesting for Olyundum. It means today I am representing the whole Gambia. Then whatever comes under the parliament does not favor the Gambians, I myself, I will reject it. If at all it favors to the Gambian, does not favor my constituency, I will not reject it, because I believe that Gambians are part of Olyundum consequences. But in that case, if at all it favors everybody, we will all raise our hands and say yes. If at all does not favor, then we will say no to that.
So are you going to embark on a massive witch hunting to fight off for corruption?
Of course. Corruption, I have been hearing people saying that we are going to fight it, but I have seen no results at this moment. But I believe this generation is coming, this generation that is coming will definitely fight corruption. I believe so.
Mr. Fan, one last question. I want to draw you back to the issue that sent you back and come back. You talked about losing your ID,
voters card,
But we made to understand that the main reason was you did not present your
voters card,
national
documents,
There was no proof of document. National identity document.
Okay,
can you just clarify that, because this is important? Exactly why you were referred back, which of the documents was the reason for you to be referred back and then you have to come back?
Well, number one, this is media. I came here to collect the documents. And one of the members here told me that anytime you are done, you can come to me or call me so that we can vet it. And I agreed to that. I called him, and then we give an appointment. I came to his compound, nearby his compound, I can say, but not his home. and then he he read all my documents and then say that all of these things are intact. So automatically, I asked few questions. I asked him whether ID card is necessary. He told me that, well, it's not necessary. I asked again whether they are telling me that voter's card, you have to go with it. He told me this, no. Let me tell you, he even jotted down. He jotted down tax clearance and 2 passport photo size, and my photo and the party logo, and the my party form, like the ticket under the GDC. So these are the authentic documents that should be on the table on that day, and I think I bring that. Obviously, when the man asked me, "Where's your ID card?" I was so shocked because I was not expecting that I will be asked documents, because the man told me that the documents that are very authentic, because this is my first time. So I am still not a master of it. So we have to ask questions so that we can be learned tomorrow. Yeah.
We have exhausted the 10 minutes,
yes.
But this is important for clarification.
Yes.
I believe you were supposed to come to the
IEC,
office to collect
the form.
The form where everything will specified as to what you are required of.
Yes.
But you did not come to the IEC.
Yeah.
Can you just clarify?
What did I not collect?
You were telling us that, if I heard you very well, that you met with a member of the IEC, nearby compound somewhere.
No. I collect the forms here.
Okay, clarify the position.
I collect the forms here. Do you understand? But I called him day before yesterday. He told me that I am very busy. I told him that, please, man, can you please help me? Because I need to vet this before coming to the nomination. Do you understand? So he told me that, well, after 6, I'm going to close. But before after 6, you will not find me in the IEC bureau. So I told him that, now, can we make an arrangement whereby I will going to find you in your compound? He told me, no. Okay, then now it's fine. Then I made an arrangement with him and then call him. We meet at the highway. So that's how these things comes. So I want to clear something. Like the time I asked about the voter's card, and I know that definitely, I personally, 100%, I am, the voter's card is lost. That's why I go straight to the headquarters and verify so that something can come out positively. Yeah.
All right, Mr. Fall, last question. Mr. Fall, did you know the main function of the National Assembly?
National Assembly is the function number 1 is to make sure that
the main one.
The main one, to stand the fundamental people rights. Just to make the lawmaking to be, emphasized anytime in the parliament.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers, if you're watching, this is N24 TV, and I am your reporter, Mariam Sisa As. Today was the nomination day for the GDC candidates of West Coast region. We have over 5 candidates, which are all GDC candidates. But unfortunately, the last, the last candidates for the GDC parliamentary candidate was Alaji Fai of Yundum constituency, but unfortunately he was sent back because of some of the national documents were not presented, but later he came with and then fulfill all the requirements, even though he said he lost his voter's card, but I don't know how things were arranged until he later fulfilled all the arrangements. As you see on his interview, he has said how he went about before coming to the nomination day. If you're watching, this is N24 TV, and I am your reporter, Mariam Sisa.